What's up, YouTube? Is Coach Prime ready to follow Shedeur and Shilo Sanders to the NFL? Word on the street, he's interested in the Raiders' job. Hey guys, I'm Corey, and welcome to my channel, Let's Talk with Corey. If this is your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe button. But before we get started, wherever you are in the world today, I mean wherever you are in the world today, I really do hope you're having a great day. Guys, as you know it, my channel, Let's Talk with Corey, is about people, places, and things. And this time, we're talking about Coach Prime. Is he NFL bound? We're going to read this short article, and we're going to cut to a clip. Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco on the nightcap discuss Coach Prime. Is he bound for the NFL, or is just rumors? Hey guys, follow along with me as I read this article. Report: Deion Sanders has very strong interest in Raiders job amid Tom Brady buzz. Despite denying on multiple occasions that he was looking to leave Colorado, the lure of working with Tom Brady might be enough to get Deion Sanders into the NFL. Per Vincent Bosnor of the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Sanders has a very strong interest in becoming head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, word on the street, guys, via the New York Post, the Las Vegas Raiders doesn't appear to be as interested in Coach Prime as Coach Prime is interested in the Las Vegas Raiders. Anyway, I'll continue. Sanders said earlier this week on Good Morning America, the only way he would consider going to the NFL is to coach both of his sons, Shedeur and Shilo. That came before Sanders went on Friday's episode of the Tamron Hall Show, Brent Schottenberger, and said there are a couple of teams that I won't allow Shedeur to play for in the NFL. Sanders didn't specify who those teams were, but it seems unlikely the Raiders would fall into that group. ESPN Jordan Raanan reported in December there's a belief that Shedeur's preference is to end up in Vegas. There are several complicating factors at play for both members of the Sanders family. If they want to be Raiders, Deion's biggest hurdle could be the presence of Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson in the mix. Fox Sports reported on Saturday that Johnson, landing with the Raiders, has gained a lot of steam in the past 48 hours. Hughes listed the Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars, Chicago Bears as Johnson's preferred landing spots because they all have quarterbacks in place he can work with. Another complicating factor is whether or not Shedeur could end up in Vegas. The Raiders own the 6th pick in the 2025 draft, selecting after only quarterback-needy teams like Tennessee Titans, number 1, Cleveland Browns, number 2, New York Giants, number 3. Says NFL scouting department has Sanders ranked as number 2 quarterback and the 15th best prospect overall in the 2025 class. Miami Cam Ward, number 6 overall, is the only quarterback ahead of him. While the overall ranking suggests Sanders could be available when the Raiders pick, the value of quarterbacks over other positions will likely push him up the board on draft night. If the Raiders want Deion that much and understand that drafting his son is the key to making it happen, they could trade a huge haul of picks to move up and ensure they get Shedeur. Shilo, a safety, isn't really considered much of an NFL prospect. He's not amongst the top 18 players at the position on the Bleacher Report draft board. Coach Prime has 13-12 record in 2 seasons at Colorado. The Buffaloes won 9 games this season for the first time since 2016. The Raiders fired head coach Antonio Pierce and general manager Tom Telesco this week after wrapping up a 4-13 season. The franchise has just 2 winning seasons since 2003 with the nightcap with Shannon Sharpe and Ocho. So let's tap in. Check this out.
Ocho, according to reports, Coach Prime expresses interest in the Raiders head coaching position. According to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, associates of Coach Prime have reached out to the franchise to express Sanders' interest in the opening. Tom Brady is spearheading the search for a coach and general manager after the dismissal of Tom Telesco, general manager, and head coach Antonio Pierce. Brady will have a significant voice in the Raiders' decision. What you thinking, Ocho?
I like it. It sound good. It sound real good, but I understand and Prime knows best. Prime has been around the game of football for a very long time. You also know, even if you do have interest in that quarterback job, even if you do have interest in that head coaching job, you will also have a short leash unless you have a goddamn quarterback. Unless you have a quarterback. You, the greatest, the GOAT, Prime Time will have a very short leash. And Mark Davis will also fire you as well, even with the understanding you have nothing to work with if you have no quarterback.
True.
Now, if the situation if the situation is resolved, and if they have a veteran presence, or maybe just so happen the Raiders find a way to go all the way up and get Shedeur, now we talking. Now I understand. Okay, maybe. With Prime planting that seed out there and putting it out there, maybe he didn't say it the way it's being reported. I would love to coach my sons. You never know how the draft may happen, but seeing Prime at the NFL level and him always saying, "I would never want to coach the NFL players." Yeah, it would change. Because Prime had a song. Must be the money that's turning me out, and the money will be what it should be. And I think it would be great for him. Everywhere he's gone, high school in Dallas, Jackson State, Colorado, he has turned those programs around, and I'm sure he can do the same thing at the NFL level, given time. You're not bringing Prime in there and saying he can't have the power to make the decisions, to build the type of team he needs to build to be able to compete week to week, especially in that division against the Chiefs, against the Chargers,
the Broncos,
against the Broncos. But
you got to have a quarterback.
None of that. You're not doing none of that.
You got to have a quarterback because those teams have quarterbacks. They found their quarterbacks. You got to have a quarterback in order to compete. In a quarterback league, you got to have a quarterback.
Okay, guys, you heard what Shannon Sharp and Ocho had to say about Coach Prime getting to the next level and being a coach at the next level and what he would need. But as I said earlier, that there was a report coming from the New York Post saying that the Raiders are not interested in Coach Prime. Now, there may be other teams out there if he decides to take the Nestea plunge from Colorado into the league, but there has to be a team that's interested in Coach Prime. And in that particular case, that doesn't guarantee that Coach Prime would be able to coach his two sons. Guys, what's your thoughts? Leave a comment. And as always, thanks for the pull-up. Until the next time, hit that subscribe button. Let's talk with Corey. Let's talk with Corey.